Wild Sheep Foundation presents Sheep Shape. The sun has risen in Alberta once again, and Chad Hall is preparing to head out for one of his final days of sheep hunting.
And one thing that we're seeing a lot more of in the last couple of years is grizzly bears. In fact, there's been so many grizzly bears, mostly just because they're not being hunted, and you're not allowed to hunt them here. And because of that, they're getting more and more aggressive. They're not as afraid of humans. And this year already, there's been 8 or 9 grizzly attacks. People have been killed. Blatantly just attack the guys that are sitting on the side of the hill blasting for sheep. So it's something that we really got to be more careful about is when we're in bear country and of what bears are around, and know that human safety is number one out here. We saw a very large grizzly bear yesterday at less than 400 yards, probably 350, and at one point he definitely got our wind, and you could see his head come up and he's sniffing the air, and then he barreled off the backside and started heading right down to the trail. That's an aggressive bear, and we got to be ready. We don't want to have to do anything, but I mean, at the same time, we'll take care of ourselves, make sure that we don't get injured out here. Everybody wants to go home safe to their family.
Fresh Grizzly Tracks cover the trails that Chad and his team are traveling every day. They stay vigilant at all times, knowing that a fast-moving and dangerous grizzly bear could pop up anywhere. While keeping their eyes peeled, they spot some sheep in the distance.
Literally, like a light switch gets flipped, you can switch at 180. Some sheep start coming over the top of the mountain. So I snuck back here and we just pulled back into the trees. Right now it's just 4 ewes, but we've been waiting for him to come over the top. So we're really hoping there's some rams back behind them. They're gonna filter back down in this basin. So, looking promising.
Hopes are high that rams accompany the ewes and lambs, but once again hours pass, with no horns to be seen.
Yeah, the 4 ewes, they're just staying up on that ridgeline. Nothing else has come up over the top of the mountain. We know there's gotta be some rams over there. And we just can't wait it out. We got to get back before it gets too dark. It'd be too dangerous. We run into one of those big grizzly bears tracks that are on our trail, and just the terrain's tough, so we don't want to do it in the dark. We're going to do half of it in the dark, but we don't want to do the main decline in the dark. So more than likely we'll be up here again tomorrow, hoping that they all come over and kind of set themselves up in here. But until then, we'll see what happens.
With the sun setting, the team is forced to descend. Meanwhile, in Alaska, Rick Carone is resting and repairing his tired and sore body from the wear and tear of a long and taxing mountain trek. He's hoping to return to the trail soon.
This morning, however, when we woke up, it was downpour. So we knew that the visibility wasn't good. Rains had set in, and it couldn't come at a better time. Yesterday had a big setback. Really just tried to push it too much. Not only was I getting some post-surgical pains from a few weeks ago in my chest and having that heavy pack on, but also was my IT bands had totally given out, and literally I was picking up my legs with my hand just to try and get through some of the rapids crossings, and then also getting through some of the brush. So this is a sign that we need rest, and our guide said, you know what, we're gonna go check and see if those rams are legal. Looks like more rain's gonna come in, and if we get a little bit wet and we get stuck on that mountain, our bodies are used to this. We could sprint up, sprint down, and not have it be an issue. We're gonna pack in light and go. So they did just that.
While Rick rests, his dedicated guides keep eyes on the mountain at all times.